I don't know, but I just started recording, so
It was
I
almost
guess
like the AC noise went away.
maybe the AC noise did go away instead, and that's what you're actually hearing.
Simultaneous to you pressing the mouse.
Bro, I don't make the rules here. So I started recording so that we could continue.
Go time.
I don't even know what our conversation was about, but I think it was kind of over anyway.
Apps.
Oh yeah, it was about apps.
Mm-hmm.
So LMDB Podcast, but we're here with Shae Petersen this time.
Surprise guest.
Yeah, it is a surprise because I forgot to fucking post like I was going to, so it ended up being kind of a surprise. For those of you that don't know Shae, I've actually known Shae for fucking ever. It feels like it's a long time ago, since before he was like cool, famous for painting cool shit on buildings and selling paintings. And I think you did graffiti though back then, just not like to that scale, right?
Yeah, it was more like dabbling. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but I would take breaks and get back into it, and then I just finally was like, fuck it, that's what I'm gonna do. So
Yeah.
Bro, what's your Instagram? Let me follow you.
I don't even know anymore.
SRILART.
Well, he knows.
Look it up. Come
Is
on.
it's just SRILART, right?
Yeah.
SRILART.
Everyone says that shit weird, Skrill, but
It's surreal,
yeah,
right?
that's how I say it's surreal.
Right, but if I'm telling people how to get to it, if I say surreal, they're gonna try to type in like surreal, like
An
the
extra
actual
A or
word.
extra U. Yeah. Usage.
Branding fucking mistake on my part, apparently.
We can fix that.
No, it's just not. It's not because if you would have had surreal art, it would have not been cool.
Yeah, it looks stupid.
SRILART.
But yeah, so Shae is, I guess he's about to be a local artist again.
Oh yeah, I'm
sounds,
coming back.
sounds like he's coming back to Salt Lake. He's living down in Vegas,
Yep.
where prostitution's pretty legal and stuff. I think.
And it's
So,
regularly over 100 degrees.
yeah, it's fucking hot balls down there, bro. I'm so sick of going down there and like visiting my parents because it's so hot.
There was like, I think it was more than 20 days of it being over 120 degrees in a row.
Yeah, it's too much.
120?
Brutal.
Yeah. No. Wait, 20 days of it being over 100.
In a row.
Yeah, in a row.
Oh,
Yeah.
got
Not 120.
Yeah, I was
120 people. Well, it got close. When I was there, it was 116 degrees.
hit that for a day, but not for
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
It's dropped down there.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's fucking brutal, man. Like your AC, I gotta replace my AC because like
Yeah.
the downstairs just couldn't keep up. So
Yeah.
like this big fucking giant AC unit, and then
Industrial
it's
AC.
still hot as shit.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, because they could only do so much.
Right.
Like you can't expect the fucking world from AC units, unfortunately. That's what sucks.
Well, and it's crazy as it sounds. I still love Vegas. Like I love it. I don't mind being hot. Like, it's fucking cheap. Like I have a pool. You know what I mean? Like a private.
Yeah, you got a cool pool.
Bang for buck.
Yeah.
I've seen your pictures.
I mean, you can't buy here what I got there. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, that house in Utah is like a fucking $500,000 house all day. You
Right.
know? So, it made sense to move down there. Plus, I fucking hate snow. And I think there was a lot of networking opportunities out that way. You know?
I remember being in Vegas in December in like 2000 something, like 5, and it snowed. And the city freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what to do because they have no equipment for anything. And it wasn't a ton of snow. They only had like 3 inches, I think.
Yeah, that's catastrophic.
Yeah, like, and like their system that's designed to like get rid of water and shit couldn't, like their drain setups couldn't handle it. It was nuts, dude.
There's so many people living there.
Yeah, and like there was people there. I remember walking around and there was people who had never seen snow.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy
Well,
shit.
even when it rains down there, the city can't handle rain for shit. Like, you go to some of the major casinos, like the Link, on a heavy rainstorm, it will flood fucking cars out of the parking garage. Like, it'll push them out.
Yeah, because it's not
And there's
designed for
a section where, like, the water, like, there's the high roller, that big, carousel thing.
Right.
Directly, basically right underneath that, there's a part where the parking garage goes underground, and it looks like a fucking white water river. I mean, water's just gushing out of there. It's scary as shit. And the
Yeah.
water sits on the freeway, too.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
the thing. I've been there when it rains and the water just like floods everything, and it's super fast because it doesn't drain at all.
Yeah.
So all the water that comes down stays, and it sucks. But now you get to come back here and deal with snow and shit, so that'll be cool, and like snow plows. And
That's way
Salt and salty ass people.
yeah,
Really.
salty people. That's what Utah's about.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shae's notorious. I think like most well known probably for the mural on 3300 South, right? I mean that's the one that I remember seeing the other ones and liking those, and then that one came up, and then every kid who's ever taken a picture of his car took it in front of
Yeah.
that mural.
That one, I mean, that one's a little more prominent, I think. But I mean, as far as like when shit started taking off for me is when I painted the Fear and Loathing piece.
Yeah.
And I mean, that thing.
And that was one of the first ones that I saw that was like big
Right.
and people knew that
Yeah.
it was there. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it
the
was
Fear
out
and
there.
Loathing one was crazy because that thing got shared all over the fucking world. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was
Once
getting
shit
like.
hits Reddit, that's how it is.
No, it wasn't even Reddit. It was
Really?
like some page in Spain shared it and some page in Germany. Like when I sold T-shirts for that thing, I sold them in France, Italy, Spain, Germany, Russia. Like people were buying them all over the world.
It fits in over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one like really took off. But then the big wall, that one was the #1 post on Reddit. So
Yeah.
like the top fucking as high as you could get.
Yep, I remember that.
The shit got crazy.
yeah, and to this day, if you drive by it, there's
There's
somebody
somebody out
there taking a
Every-
picture
yeah,
with their
all day,
car.
every day.
Or I saw like a family. Well, I don't know if it was like a family. It was like a group of, I think it was either all girls or all but one. Might have been like one dude. But it was like a group of like 7 people, and there was like a professional photographer, or like professional looking photographer.
Some,
It's gonna be
Taking
like that
their
until
picture.
someone builds in that dirt lot because it's just
Yeah,
nothing
they're
in front of
not
it.
going to.
So all of 33rd, you just drive past, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
holy fuck, look at that.
Yeah,
that
it was like
one of
a
the
sketchy
reasons why I
taco car.
wanted to paint that wall.
True.
Because I was like, dude, this thing
Prime.
is so prime.
Yeah.
And I didn't get paid shit for it, you
Yeah.
know, like I busted my ass on that wall too, and it was just like
It's big.
it was purely to
fucking
be a big ass billboard for me.
And they contacted you, right? Because they
Yeah.
were having like a
Yeah.
bunch of problems with like
Yeah.
bullshit graffiti,
Yeah,
like
they
the kind of graffiti
contacted
you
me,
don't
they're
want
like-
to see.
They're basically like, hey, we have a graffiti problem, we want a mural. What would you do? And I went down there. It was kind of crazy because I went in there with no real idea, and I saw like a sculpture. They sell like granite countertops,
Yeah.
but they have statues in there. So I walked in there, I see this statue of Poseidon, and I was like, that's fucking what I'm painting. And
Yeah.
they're like, well, no, you don't have to paint anything related to what we do. And I'm
Right.
like, no, this isn't going to be related to what you do. This is like,
I'm just doing it. It's
Yeah.
you just happen to have the statue in here now.
it just sparked something. We're going
Yeah.
stuff.
But that's usually the best way, right? Like you go in and just kind of like,
Yeah,
Raw
if you
dog
try
it.
to force shit, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, like
even
if
this thing I did for Lagoon, it was dope because they were just like, hey, we want you to paint whatever you want. It just has to be family friendly.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, well, animals. I love painting animals. Like that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite things to paint. And they're like, perfect. So I did the mock-up of it, and there was no adjustments, no changes, no feedback. They were just like, cool, go for it.
well, yeah, but you're good at what you do, and it's like,
Trust the artist.
yeah,
Yeah, but you would be surprised how often that's not the case.
I know, but there's the people that want to take an artist and be like, all right, I want you to make me something awesome, but you have to fit within all of these guidelines. It's like, well, then you don't want me to do it.
I've literally been told, okay, we love your realism, but don't do that. Do this instead. And that's like a total 180 from what I do. Like, okay.
That's like, yeah, to me, that'd be like going to a tattoo artist that specializes in like
Right.
traditional Japanese and being like, I want photorealistic. And they're just like, no, fuck you. Like, that's not what I do.
That's interesting that you asked that too, because I have a lot of people hit me up and be like, hey, can you draw my tattoo? And I'm like, of this like, school of thought where I'm going to have my artist draw my shit.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, they know the body more and how it's going to lay out, and they're better at that than me. So, like, I won't draw tattoos for people.
Yeah,
It's just.
I told my tattoo artist when I wanted my sleeve done, I was like, this is what I want in it. And then he did like the trace thing of my arm.
Right.
And then he gave me a drawing.
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, if you
sick.
can't
That's what I
trust your
want.
tattoo artist to draw this shit, like, maybe you should be going to somebody else.
Yeah.
Find a different artist.
Yeah.
You want that guy to start like shoving things into your arm after you didn't even let him draw something for you.
Or don't be a pussy and tattoo yourself. Draw it yourself and tattoo it yourself.
I'm pretty anti tattoo yourself still, I think.
Yeah, I did it. It's covered up now,
It's-
thankfully, by someone who knew what the fuck they were doing. But
It just feels like such a
Surprise,
kitchen
surprise.
tattoo
That's
thing, even
right.
if it's yourself.
I bought this shitty kit off eBay, and I like watched a bunch of YouTube videos. And I talked to real tattoo artists, and I was like, okay, what do I need to know? And they all basically told me to fuck myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So then I went to town and just destroyed my shin.
Jesus.
Thank
You did it on your shin, dude.
Yeah.
But at least it's covered up.
Yeah, I'd buy something.
Gotta look at the positive.
That worked out. I traded the canvas for a really good cover up, so it worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be nice to be able to trade shit like that. Especially the stuff you do is expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, so you can like usually cover your, theoretical bills fairly well with it.
So we talked about like how hot as shit it is in AC. In Vegas, I had AC problems, and I had this guy come out, and I had like a studio in there. So I have a three-car garage, and like there's one section that's all paint, and that's where I paint canvases.
Yeah.
So you have to go through that to get to my AC, and the guy's like, well, he just came to like check it out. And he's leaving. He's like, well, if you give me one of these canvases, we'll just scratch this bill. Like, I won't even put it in the system.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that canvas is like $1,500, and your bill is $99. I'll pay the $99. Thanks.
Bro, maybe he's really good at AC though. Like, you don't even know.
I'll give you 99 off this canvas.
He's the AC savage.
I'll give you 100 off this canvas.
But the funny thing is, there was one in the corner that I was throwing away, and I was like, yo, I'll give you that. He was like, cool. So, I mean, it was trash anyway.
Yeah.
It's just unpracticed.
I actually went and creeped your profile again today because I was actually going to post something about you being on, and I didn't because I suck. But I found a video of you, like, spraying white paint over a canvas that you did that you didn't like.
I remember that.
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
Fucking all the time.
Really?
All the time. Oh, yeah. I mean, usually it's not like, hey, everybody watch me destroy this thing. It's like,
No, right, but you do it.
oh, yeah. I just
regardless if people know or not.
And it feels amazing, too. That's the best part
What?
about it. Oh, yeah. It's like the greatest feeling ever. Because, I mean, when you paint something, I mean, a lot of people will feed you full of shit, right? Like, anything I paint, I could paint some bullshit, and people will be like, oh, I love it. It's fantastic. But I know it sucked, right? So with that one, I specifically destroyed it. Like, there was something fucked up about it. Like, it was off. Like, it didn't look right.
Well, it's all, like, perspective, and especially those people might think that it looks really great, but if it's not what you were trying to make, then you're not going to think it looks great.
I hate
You know
it.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but the thing that sucked also is I think I talked to you actually about this before, is like with design stuff, I hate designing my own stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm never happy with it, but I could give the project to somebody else and I'll be like, first draft, I'll fucking love it. And it's like, I could have made that, but I wouldn't have liked it the first 6 times,
It's crazy to say that, because even with my own, like, my logo, I had a hunch to, like, maybe I'll have someone else make my logo.
Yeah.
But because I'm an artist and I'm supposed to be creating shit for people, that just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like,
Yeah, no, I've definitely like pawned off design jobs on people that were for me because they were like, well, don't you work in the sign industry? And this was back when that's all I did. And I'd be like, yeah, but this is for me, and I'm going to spend so much time on it and still not be happy that, like, I don't even want to fuck with it,
Well, if you know it's an inefficient use of your time, you might as well delegate it
Right.
to something else.
Yeah.
when you made it as an artist is when you have other people designing and producing your art for you. Like,
Yeah.
those are the big dogs, man. They don't even touch shit anymore. They just
What
put
are-
their name on it and sell for millions of dollars.
Do you get weird offers from people to, like, do shit for you? Or, like, give you shit? Or
I mean,
I know
I'll have
you said
people
something about,
send
like-
me shit. Yeah, like, I'll get, like, like, a lot of weed people hit me up. Like, hey, do you want some, like, fucking vape? Do you want, like, some...
that's because that's the graffiti side
Yeah,
of it,
they
though. It's
want,
like they go hand in hand.
CBD, and people will send me that shit, and, like, weird stuff, like a watch. Like, hey, here's a watch. Post about it, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll get that kind of stuff, and it's
Yeah.
basically just people trying to, like, I don't know.
They're trying to build a brand
Yeah,
off
they're
of
trying
something
to-
that's already
exactly.
established.
And it's not necessarily that it's even related to what I'm doing. Necessarily is, I've got X amount of followers on Instagram, and they want to tap into that.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever tell people just to fuck off?
Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, you don't see any fucking sponsored posts on my Instagram.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not out there with a watch and shit. Like Montana, the company that I use their paint. Like, but we have like a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, they from day one, like, they'll post my art. And it's helped me. So we
Right.
build each other up.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be. I think a lot of those people that send you stuff, they're asking
looking
for
to be
something, but
helpful.
Right.
you're not getting
There's
anything
no
from it.
relation. It
Right.
doesn't make sense. But Montana, I mean, I'll go out of my way to make sure that their can or their logo is visible in the photo. Because
Yeah.
it's like, man, they've done a lot for me, and I
Yeah.
legitimately like their products.
I
So,
never realized that, but
yeah.
Well, that's how business relationships all should be,
Yeah.
but most of them aren't.
Mhm.
And that's what sucks. Like, yeah. Like, you see a lot of give,
yeah.
or a lot of take and not a
Negotiated,
lot of give.
forced,
A lot.
yeah.
I had a wheel company, like some Chinese shitty wheel company. They were like, hey, we'll give you wheels for your car. And you post it. I'm like, okay. And then they were like, well, we want to give you 20s. And this was on, like, my C class.
Yeah.
It's like a little sporty fucking, I'm not going
Right.
to put 20s on it. And then they were like, okay, well, we don't want to do the deal then. I'm like, dude, give me some 17s or 18s. Like, I'm not putting
Yeah, they're cheaper for you anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
who's turning that
I'm
down?
not putting 22s on my fucking.
But it might be one of those companies that doesn't even make shit like that. Like, there's a lot of companies, especially out of China now, that
20s, their smallest.
yeah, like 20s is like the small wheel. And I mean, there's companies in China now making 32s to like go after the donk market,
Dude, I just-
which is like pretty well established in America.
we
But it's
can't
like,
do it.
it'd be weird. Yeah, a C-Class with 20s would be.
No.
It'd look out of place.
Yeah.
It'd be slightly donkey.
Go with a full camber and some fucking gold trim and just, not into that. But yeah, I mean, some weird shit like that happens. People admit and things like that. And the thing that's crazy is like all like celebrity type people hit me up.
Yeah.
You know, or like when someone follows me, like fucking Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
The day Joe Rogan followed me, I was like, I made it.
Yeah,
This is
like
crazy.
that's one of those things that you're like, oh.
And I've been a fan of Joe Rogan long before the UFC shit, long before his podcast. Like he used to have like a shitty ass website, and he would post like Windows Media video files.
Yeah,
And
this
outside
comedy,
the comedy
right?
store
Yeah,
and
this
shit.
comedy shit.
This
Yep.
guy's legit. So I've been a fan for a long time. So when someone like that follows me, I'm like, okay, like this is cool. You know, something's happening. But I mean, in the grand scheme, like I'm still not shit. You know, like there's dudes doing way more than me that are way bigger than me that are. So it's easy to stay like humble about it. Like I'm not like, oh, I'm a fucking cool guy. I'm like, I'm still small potatoes as fuck.
Yeah.
So, you know, especially
Humble but
if I'm
hungry.
yeah, like I'm still trying to push forward. But
Yeah,
you know, those little milestones like that, they're cool. You
I've
know?
had people ask me, because I don't have, I mean, how many followers do you have on Instagram?
37,000, I think.
I have like 10,000.
Right.
And people will ask me, that sounded super hot, Bentley, thanks.
Good luck.
He just looks over, he's like, what? I've had people ask me, they're like, oh yeah, well you're like famous or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm fucking, like, I'm so far from famous. That's never even crossed my mind before. It's never even been, I don't have like the biggest celebrity type people that follow me are people that nobody has ever given a fuck about, but I care because they're important in the wheel game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's people that I can name them and people be like, who the fuck is that?
I've got some weird people that follow me that are like, they're not in the wheel game, they're in the paint game, but like the fucking Indian from the Village People, he follows me on Instagram. So like the main dude who's the Indian, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Or like, you know, some bass player of some 80s like rock band in Chicago or something like that. Like weird shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, the big ones, those are always cool. They're like, hey, I know who that person is, you know? Like,
It's cool that you see it and you look and
yeah.
realize who they are too.
I mean, I was obsessed about it though for a minute. Like now I'm like, I'm gonna calm the fuck down on it because it's just kind of a bad thing to get into, you know?
Yeah, I don't.
So when you
I'm
have
never gonna
people
be
send you
famous.
shit, do you have like a PO box that you give out?
I did when I lived in Salt Lake.
If you're like interested in something
Yeah.
that someone's sending you, you're just like, here, send it here and I'll check it out.
Yeah, when I was here, I had a PO box, and then when I moved to Vegas, I was like, fucking send it to my house.
Are you serious?
Because you're not there anyway.
I mean, I'm there, but it's like, what are they gonna do? Show up at my door and be like,
Bro, someone might.
whatever.
Show up at your door and be like, give me a
Yeah, we
free
got
canvas.
guns and
Show
dogs
up
and shit.
and
like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, I
fucking-
guess it's all whatever.
Come on over. You know what I mean? I'm not. I don't.
Yeah, I would say if you're a guy, that's probably way safer than if you're a girl.
Yeah, like I'm
Same
not
thing.
like some super hot Instagram model chick. Like,
Well,
you know what I mean? Nobody.
You're
gives
not a
fuck
super
about
hot
me.
Instagram model chick. You're
No,
right,
no,
but
yeah.
the rest of that, let me tell you.
I think I'm posting my ugly ass self. I'm like, hey, look at my art. I'm hideous.
you fucking lose.
Distract
Yeah.
Distract him with art.
No, that's the thing that's crazy about that. Like we say, lose followers, but it's legit. Like, yeah, like every time I post something, I lose followers.
Fluctuates.
Every fucking time. It's like, man, they don't love me anymore. So that's what I'm saying. You can't pay
Yeah.
too much attention to this
Yeah, better off not knowing.
shit. It'll screw with your head.
Yeah.
Well, I tell people all the time, like, they're like, oh, well, you have like 10,000 Instagram followers. I was like, yeah, but those Instagram followers don't pay my bills. Like,
No.
I'm not getting a check from Instagram because I have that number. Like, that's stupid. I was like, people from Instagram pay my bills sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get customers through there, and I appreciate everybody's support, but those two don't go hand in hand at all.
And that's, I mean, 10,000, 30,000, 50,000, like, that's not fucking famous.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, I have a female friend with, I think she's creeping up on 500,000 right now.
6 figures, 7 figures.
She made
they make money.
she made
at that point.
she made a backup account, like a secondary account, where it's essentially the exact same thing as her other account, but a slightly different angle,
Mhm.
or like a picture of a different lake, or whatever. I mean, nuts
Wait, did you
shit.
say leg or lake?
It's both,
Oh, okay.
leg and lake.
Okay.
So she's like super outdoorsy,
Uh-huh.
and she likes like cabins and lakes and shit like that.
There's booty pictures for sure.
There's a couple booty pictures, but I mean, like, she also posts pictures of her, like, her and her boyfriend. So it's not like it's a thing where she's out, like, where there's guys thinking, like, oh, I'm gonna be able to slang this girl some dick at some point. But and this girl's like stupid hot, but she got like I think near 500,000 followers. She made a backup account, and within a day had over 20,000. And I'm just like, how the fuck is that real?
Yeah.
That's literally She's not
It's
paying
really
for
easy.
them.
Like, I'll check people out. Like, someone will follow me and they've got like 70,000 followers. I'm like, fuck are you? So I look and they got like 10 likes. I'm like, you fake motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know?
true. It doesn't add up.
That happens all the time. Where someone's got like 40,000 and they got like 100 likes.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I've got 30,000 and my highest post I think has got like 2,500 likes.
Yeah, they're
So
hot
if
hot
they've got
pictures.
70,000 people and they're nowhere near that mark, like something's suspect.
Yeah, no, I mean she'll get like 1,000 comments,
So she's
3,500
legit.
likes. I mean, like, yeah, her, and it's not, and she's posted like, what is it on Instagram? It's not live, the stories. Like she'll go on stories. Well, she's done live ones actually too, I guess. But she does story stuff all the time, and she's like, add me on Snapchat, like, and if you saw my Instagram, like, post, send me a picture of a tree or whatever. And so it's like she interacts
Social
with people
media
a
crossover.
ton. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big business. So there's a girl I know, I don't want to specify too much, but she's got like 2 million followers.
Yeah.
And she's got a boyfriend that, also has a significant amount of followers, and they don't make any mention of each other whatsoever. Like,
Yeah.
there's no...
It's because it's
yeah,
a fucking, it's because it's a money game.
Yeah, but it was
Like
exactly what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
They don't want to, like, the chicks to find out, because he's, like, super fucking Fabio dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So he's doing the same game she's doing.
They're
Yeah.
both better off
Yeah.
appearing that
Yeah.
way, yeah.
And it's crazy to go read his comments on some of the posts, too. Like,
Yeah.
there's some real gnarly comments from, like, mid-40s, like, middle America
The
wives
gross.
and shit.
Yeah, because it's the
Oh,
internet, and
that's
that
terrible.
bitch can say whatever she wants and
Yeah.
doesn't have to like think about being judged.
Like,
you
I'll
know?
go through and find some gnarly comment and then go scope the chick out. Just go, who is saying this shit? Like,
Yeah.
And it's never anybody that you want to say.
You're not
it
saying
to
it in
either.
real life, that's for sure.
It's awesome. But then you look at it from, like, the chick's perspective, right? Like, it's probably the exact same thing. Like, every nasty dude
Back and forth.
making some gnarly comment is like, she looks at him like, oh, shit, this guy. You know what I mean?
That's
Like, they're not, like, tens over here making, like,
yeah.
all these great
All the
comments.
guys just be okay with it at this point.
That's how I would feel about my ex's pictures would get posted online, and like it was her job, so it was whatever. But you'd see these dudes, and it's not like I'm hot, but I'm leaps and bounds above some of these fools, and these dudes are making these comments, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Right.
that bitch
Yeah,
never
yeah,
gonna
all such
talk to
fucking
you.
white knight comments too.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's lots
Oh,
of guys.
you look
"Oh,
gorgeous today.
you look gorgeous. Oh, I wish I could take you out.
Right.
And it's like, bro, like, you're going to have to ask your mom to, like, drive us to the movies or whatever. Like, it was just super weird, like these guys that, it's like the stereotypical, like, creepy guy in a movie, and that's who's making all those
That
comments.
shit is just so
Or-
rampant. It's crazy to think, like, some of these dudes will make these comments. It's like, almost like they say it in a way that they're validating her, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're gorgeous. But if he didn't say that, then all of a sudden she wasn't gorgeous or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
Like,
weird.
now that you said it, thanks.
Yeah,
You
smile.
know?
It looks good on you. What the fuck?
If you say so.
Ew,
Yeah,
ugh,
dude. Oh
ugh,
my god.
ugh. It's terrible.
Fucking, the internet's so cool, but so fucked up at the same
Oh,
time.
that's so true.
Mhm.
So
that's kind of a good segue to your little
Yeah, salty
oh
your
my
comment you
god.
received, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I
anonymity and
do I sound super echoey?
internet creeps. And I think it's this wall. I feel like it's like
But it didn't sound like it before. Nothing's changed.
when the AC's off, you like fix the sound again.
I didn't do anything. It's the AC turning off.
Word.
Fuck.
That wall
Anyway,
isn't helping you though.
I'll get some sound shit for it. Yeah, I got we have Sarah. I couldn't even fucking
Sarah.
blanked out on the name.
What even is that? It's a dumb name.
It is a dumb name. Can't argue that.
Just putting that out there.
But we we put the SRILART up so that people could leave anonymous comments. And despite SRILART's advice, where it tells you to leave a positive comment, as you may imagine, that doesn't always happen because
Anonymity,
it's
it
the
almost
internet.
never happens.
Yeah, it's weird how when you're anonymous, you grow balls.
Yeah.
So, I
I've
guess
left a couple comments on some people's shit, and they're like ultra positive. Like
I've left-
over the
There you go,
top,
that's
like
what's up.
just
Yeah.
I have left
you know?
3 comments ever, 2 positive, and 1 was positive, but like clearly a joke, and I like gave away who I was based on the comment.
see that's the route I'm looking for. Like I'm so damn positive that they just have to be laughing about it, and there's no indication of I left it, and I'm never gonna say anything.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go. Yeah.
Solid.
You're rad. High five. Woo, have a good day.
You know what? That's actually like that would be weird to receive. Actually, I wouldn't be mad about it, but I'd be like, all right, fuck yeah,
Well,
like
I just-
today's
I
gonna
mean,
rock.
That's not really what I said.
Oh,
But, it's
so this
only-
one that is similar to that wasn't from you? I'm just fucking with you.
Maybe. You
No,
want rad though.
Hey, thanks. My day is getting better and better. Yeah, I got to, or I guess I'm saying I guess it's really we the podcast got this comment that clearly had my name in it, so I'm gonna have to go with the fact that it was for me. But it said Sean thinks that he can be with hot ass girls because he's Sean, but really it's because he has money. He's fat, short, and a self-centered asshole. And then they did throw in "have a good podcast," so I'll have to give him credit for that because it did say say something positive, and technically they finished it with a positive because right now I'm having a pretty alright podcast.
That's clearly someone that knows you because you are a fat, self-centered asshole. Not necessarily short.
I don't think I'm tall.
No.
Is 5'8"? I don't know what that is.
I'm getting real fucking offended right now, guys.
Oh yeah, Shae. How tall are you? You're not.
I don't know.
You're not that much shorter than I am.
I think I'm like 5'6". I'm pretty damn short.
I don't know how tall I am. I don't even care. I've never
No.
I've never been the dude that was concerned about my height until I played somebody tall in basketball. Like that was the only time that I've ever been like, fuck, man, I really wish I could be slightly taller right now.
Walking through thick crowds is where I get insecure.
Yeah, dude, concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a
I
fucking
was
child.
7 feet tall and
Yeah.
250 pounds into concerts.
That's
Yeah.
so
Nobody
weird.
pays any fucking attention to you. It's like you're just like someone turns and bashes you on the face.
Oh,
with their
yeah.
elbow. It's just
Yeah, you
weird.
have
Their
to push
elbow.
people, and
Yeah.
if they're any bigger than you, you're gonna fucking lose.
I
Yeah.
feel like a little kid lost in Disneyland. It's fucking terrible.
Okay.
You see my mommy?
I've
Trying to grab
literally
some random person's hand to pull me through the crowd.
lost.
I've
Yeah.
literally never had any of that happen, and now I'm weirded out because I feel like next time I'm in
go
a
to concerts. You don't go.
yeah, but next time I'm in a crowd, I'm gonna be thinking about this whole
Oh.
conversation and be like, fuck, man,
They were right. Fuck, I
sons of
wasn't
bitches.
ready.
No, but
So that's proof right there. You're not short. Because if you haven't experienced that, you're not short.
Yeah. Or he's just super antisocial, really.
it's not even that. It's just I don't give a fuck. Like I can't
Yeah.
change my height. I'm not gonna get mad about it. You can call me fat, and I'd be like, all right, yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
I could probably fix that, and I'm not
No,
going
I
to.
can deny
Like,
that.
go fuck yourself. I'm super not going
I
to.
used to. I don't anymore. You're fucking fat, dude.
Yeah, no, I can be fat. And the best part about this dude's comment, and I know it's a dude, and I'm pretty sure I know who
That
it
has
is.
to be a dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like, because no
Yeah.
girl's ever been this fucking salty, even at me at this
Yeah.
point. But like, the cool part about this is I'm like 98% sure I know who this dude is that wrote this,
Mhm.
and he's super bitter
Yeah.
because he's tall
Clearly.
and he's not fat, and bitches still won't talk to him.
Yep.
He does pretend he has money though. So
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know how that works. He pretends he has money, but then he like volunteers to wash people's cars for $20. So it's all relative. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's gonna be a good detail for $20, dude.
Yeah, the whole
Normally
having money
100
thing.
mark.
I won't even let you touch my car for $20, and it's not just because I like the sparkles on it. Like, no, but it's I can't argue. I guess I'm gonna let you call me short, and I am fat. The self-centered part, I'm kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah,
I think
very real.
I'm self-centered to people that don't know me and I don't care about. But then like the people that do know me and that I do care about, like
Right.
I'm not super self-centered. In fact, I go out of my way to like try to help people that are close to me all the time,
Yeah, you're
which
like,
is the opposite of
extra.
self-centered. So yeah, it's like
fucking stupid.
if you're some like salty ass dude who's clearly not getting laid and stays bitter a lot, yeah, I probably
would appear
seem
that way.
super self-centered. And you know what? Honestly, I want you to consider the fact that I'm gonna be that way always to you, because you're gonna stay shitty.
Mhm.
Like we're not gonna be friends later.
Nothing's changing. Not
Yeah.
you, not them.
You're not gonna come to me one day and tell me, hey, I was that SRILART comment. And I really want to apologize, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're still a fucking cunt, and I don't care.
Yeah.
Because that's how I'm programmed. I don't give a shit.
That's not happening in real life. That's not even happening on the internet.
Yeah,
That's
that
not
person.
happening.
Yeah, and I
Fucking
if it is who I think it is, that won't ever happen, even on accident. I don't think he would slip up and tell somebody like, oh yeah, that was me, because he
No,
doesn't
that's a
want people to
deep,
know
dark
that he's like super salty.
Oh yeah.
Even though, like, reading the posts online, we all know he's been salty for years. Like, this is not a new thing.
Sad.
As far as, I mean, I guess thanks for acknowledging the fact that I only sleep with attractive girls. I guess if you're,
He knows of.
yeah, no, like, I'm pretty public with the girls that I'm with. I'm not, like, throwing them out there all the time, but, like, I'm not really notorious for banging out ugly girls. I'm super shallow, and I'm like documented shallow. Like
Yeah.
I'll tell you I'm shallow. I'm into like a very specific type of girl, not not even necessarily a type of look or attitude or anything. Like there's just like a general set of qualities that you have to fit in, literally, before I'll even consider it. And I'm glad that he's acknowledged that. But it's weird that he thinks that it's based off money, because I don't live like I have money for sure. I mean, 0%.
No, like 90% of the time you look fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I'm covered in fucking powder.
Yeah.
I'm wearing like a generic t-shirt and generic shorts. I'm wearing like some $40 DCs that I can spill chemical stripper on and not care about. And I drive a van from 1999. Like, do you think I'm out here flossing, pulling hella bitches with a Honda Odyssey?
No, yeah, you drive a sub $2,000 car.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I bought that thing for $1,000, that van.
My mistake.
And I've thrown money, like, you know, it's got money into it now, but like
mentally.
It's definitely not fucking pulling pussy. I mean, the girls like it, but I think they all think I'm gay when they see it, honestly. There's a lot of sparkle. It's a lot of rainbow sparkle to have a man driving.
It's weird. That comment is like super fucking accurate, other than the reasoning.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know why you would think that I spend money on girls. I sometimes will take a girl that I'm banging out to dinner. And when I say dinner, I don't mean like a place that we're sitting in. I mean that we're getting food and leaving.
Probably fucking chicken nuggets, like, or pizza.
Yeah,
or something.
pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza's for sure. Or like I'll stop and get beverages on the way to a smash session.
Extravagance.
Yeah, like I don't know why anybody would ever think that I spend money on girls, or that like I'm using money to get girls, because the girls don't benefit. Like
do they care?
Right.
And a girl that would like even try to use you for something like that would be ignored.
Yeah.
So early on.
Super fast, because I'm just not. That's just not how I work. And the thing is, like, most of the girls that I hang out with, I don't spend any sort of real time with in a position where you would be spending money, I guess. Like, I'm not taking them on vacations.
Yeah, quality time, you don't have to.
Yeah, like, my fucking bed is paid for. If that's what you think my investment lies, like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't, the money thing, I guess, is weird. My ex, I guess I was with her for a year, and she was hot, and she didn't give a fuck about money. She didn't care about money at all. In fact, like, it was never brought up, never discussed. She didn't expect me to pay for shit. She would go pay for shit on her own all the time. So that's my only real thoughts on the money side of it, other than if you are who I think you are saying that, you can stay bitter and keep texting girls that I'm fucking.
Yeah,
because
it's
it's
pretty
funny.
fucking pathetic little jab, and it's taking more time than it deserved, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fuck that guy.
You'd be better off not worrying about my money or who I'm fucking and developing your shitty personality.
The only comment that's salty to that is the one talking shit to your dog.
Yeah, one of you fucking cunts. And if you're actually like
Actually, I don't
trying,
know if it's your dog. It's the dog.
Yeah, it says the dog. Somebody made some comment saying the dog is not cute, which I think the dog has to be from the video. That's why I was thinking it was probably Bentley.
Oh.
Like the YouTube.
The live video.
Yeah.
Sounds
No,
like
the
some
YouTube shit.
would say that. Like bitter as fuck. Your dog's not cute.
Yeah, but we all know the dog. We all know the dog is hella cute.
That's a girl. Because dudes don't say cute anyways. Like, your dog's not cute. No, they'd be like, your dog's gay. Your dog sucks.
Your dog's ugly at
But
best.
a girl would be like, your dog's not even cute. Like, that's a huge burn, too, because, like, dogs are supposed to be cute.
Yeah,
your dog's
and
not cute.
yeah,
it's a chick.
No, it like super bugged me because my dog is cute as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, you could take your salty ass and date the dude that thinks that you need money to pull decent pussy.
Yeah,
right, it's
go
another
buy a
little
cute dog.
pathetic jab.
Yeah, maybe you can go buy a cute dog and it won't like you just like nobody else does.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
So that's definitely.
There was some other ones.
This one's pretty good. What's
What
your
one?
escape at all place? What makes you truly happy?
Dude, my escape at all place doesn't exist in Utah anymore. Or it never did exist in Utah. My escape at all place used to be if my life was bumming me out in any way, which at the time it didn't do that much, but when it did, I would go get on a ferry in Seattle and just cruise the Puget Sound and sit up on the fucking upper deck, like looking out of the water, and like nobody tries to talk to you. Throw headphones on, nobody will try to talk to you, and you can ride that bitch all day. If you walk onto a ferry, you can ride that bitch all day for the price that it costs to get on that ferry until it closes. So you don't have to get off. You can just sit there. And I used to go up there and write a lot. There's some people that know that I'm like kind of into writing, whatever.
Do they go to like a station and they like end?
Well, they go like across the Puget Sound to another place, and they drop off all the cars, and then they pick up more cars and come back.
So it's like an A-B.
Yeah, it's like picture a bridge that has to move.
Yeah.
Like it's that concept, you know what I'm saying? So they just
there's like
zip
a
around.
time that they're like, all right, this is the last voyage. You got to go.
Yeah, they definitely, you have to get off. And there's ferries, I think there's ones that run maybe through the night on a couple of the little like journeys. Because there's more than one ferry. It's not like it's one boat that does all this. There's multiple. But that used to be my thing. And I don't really have one in Utah. I don't find myself getting bummed out to the point that I think I need like an escape. I know that if I need to go like take out aggression and it not in like a hate fuck way, because that happens. But like if I need to go like take out aggression, I go to the driving range and hit golf balls because I golf, and it's like a super easy way for me to like get tired and fucking worn out and be mad at fucking little plastic golf balls that can't do anything about it and won't make shitty comments on sarahah about me later. What about you, Sten? Do you have like?
Yeah, lately I've been into yoga, and it's just like put your phone in your locker and forget about it for an hour and zone out and zone in and just let it take over.
Nate keeps telling me that I should do yoga.
Well, Nate knows.
Yeah, I know he's a yoga instructor, so it's gonna happen.
I want to do yoga with Nate. How do you even put that together?
Yeah, I think he does like some cool yoga too.
Sure.
I don't really know.
Someone's leaving a comment about this fucking topic. I
Wait, what about you, Shae? Do you have like a thing that you do to like fucking just get out?
I mean, I paint.
Yeah, it's probably. I was gonna say it's probably paint.
The thing that's crazy though is like, for me, the way that I paint, it's either I paint the shit that I show everyone.
Yeah.
But like the most therapeutic for me is like painting some bullshit that's terrible.
Yourself.
Like I'm literally like with brushes and splattering shit. It looks awful.
Yeah.
But like that is the most therapeutic escape.
And that's also still a thing that you think looks awful. But
Oh,
somebody
it's
else
true.
would.
It's just
Somebody,
trash.
you know, somebody buy that bitch.
I'll be the judge of that.
It's trash. Nobody would see that.
You
shit.
fucking send me.
shut up.
You send me a fucking picture of it next time. I'll buy it. Watch.
Not
Bet he will.
Not doing it.
I
Might
bought.
take photos of it.
Bro, I was super high and I bought, there's a painting sitting on this fucking wall over here that I bought from Nate that was supposed to be the background of an actual painting, and I was super high and I was like, this thing's awesome, and bought it from him.
You're like, don't touch it. It's perfect.
Yeah,
Gun
I
range is a good
want that.
escape place too.
Yeah, I would assume. Just go fucking
Buck.
unload on fucking whatever.
Usually
That's got to make you, well, that's what I'm saying, but that's got to make you feel
Clay
better,
Oh yeah.
like at the end of it.
Clay sports is like it takes so much concentration that you're like your brain's just using so much, and then by the time you've shot 100, you're just toast.
Yeah, you just spent.
Borderline can't drive home.
That same question actually says what makes you truly happy, which I don't. The escape at all place and being truly happy for me are two completely different things. And this,
yeah.
I used to say what makes me truly happy was like dumb shit, you know, like being around a girlfriend or whatever. And I would say in the last like year or two, like the thing that makes me truly happy is like doing. I don't want to say doing nice things for other people, but like doing cool shit that benefits other people.
Yeah.
Whether it's, I mean, I guess that kind of by default, it's probably doing something nice for other people. But like whether they know about it or not, like I'll do little things. I'm not saying like I go out of my way and get crazy and go like build homes for homeless people or things like that. But like
We passed out tacos to homeless people.
you guys, I didn't go that night.
Oh.
Remember? I'm sure I was working.
Yeah.
That was like
No,
one
yeah,
of
that's
our.
hella fun though.
Yeah, and it's like
It takes nothing.
little things like that are just awesome.
It takes fucking $40 in 15 minutes, and it's like you'll feel good for fucking months after that.
And even like we were talking, I think
Shout out to Perry.
I think right before we went on air, we were talking about. Oh no, maybe is it since we've been on here? Is that when you said that you post super positive messages on people's sarahah?
Oh, yeah.
I've like even doing little shit like that is like a cool feeling.
Yeah.
And if more people like, you could spend 5 minutes and go send 5 messages to people on sarahah, and feel way better about your life after that 5 minutes.
True. Good point.
And it
I
will
think
last
everyone
like it'll
in
last
Sarahah
days.
Was for sure had gone through that and felt that, had probably given it and received it and enjoyed it so much they were like, let's make this into a fucking app.
Right.
And then for the most
And
part
then-
it worked, and then you have
Yeah, I think if there's people using it for the shit that they need to use it for, that's cool. But then it's the internet, you know.
be better, not
Yeah.
bitter.
There's definitely something to be said about trying to make other people's day better or like improve their life. Like I mean, a lot of the shit I paint, it's like, you know, hopefully somebody drives by and is pissed off and looks over and is like, oh shit, that's cool. You know what I mean? I mean, there's something I get from it, of course, as well, but I mean, the intent is that it brightens somebody's day. You take some boring ass wall and turn it into like something colorful and cool.
And I think people get hung up on the fact that, you know, there's not a lot of people out there that can go be able to paint a wall like you do and make it look amazing. But like, we all have our talents, or even if you don't have talents, you can do dumb little shit to make somebody's day better. Like, I mean, it doesn't take much to make somebody's day better, and you feel awesome afterwards. So like, why would you not want to do it?
Yep, it's a matter of like finding out or knowing how.
Right.
I'm not buying food. I had a bad experience with that. Like, I went to fucking Village Inn.
Yeah.
And I bought a pie with some fucking freak, and I was leaving. So I was like, I show up, take my pie, I'm going home.
Wait, you were just buying a pie just to eat by yourself?
Hell yeah.
Savage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the time I was married and had a kid, so I was like, I'm taking my pie home.
Yeah.
But there was a guy out there outside the door, and he looked like he was struggling. So I was like, come in here, come with me. You know, I was in a hurry, so I wasn't going to chill and eat with him. But I was like, here's money. I gave it to the chick at the counter, and I'm like, let him get whatever the fuck he wants.
Right.
Okay. So I stepped away, and I heard the nasty bitch like tell him, all right, you got $20 to spend. And I don't remember the amount I had given her, but it was like $50, $60.
Right.
And so she capped him at 20 and took the fucking rest, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's
and I was so
shitty.
pissed off that
So
like,
greedy.
I didn't want to say anything. I was just disgusted. And I just fucking
Dude, that reminds me, the gas station down the street, this dude walked up to me like 3 days ago, and he asked me for change to get gas. He's like, I just need a little bit of gas. I'm trying to get somewhere. And I was like, all right, cool. And he had change in his hand. I could see him counting it before he walked over to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, bro, like, gas is a couple dollars a gallon. Like, change.
How far are you going to go?
This dude didn't even have like $1 in change, it didn't look like. So he walked over to me and asked me, and I was like, yeah, like, here's $5, man. Like, put gas in your car, hopefully you can get to wherever you need to get. And he fucking goes in, pays for gas. He comes out, pumps his gas. But when he pumps his gas, like, keep in mind, I've been pumping my gas. I'm filling my tank, but like, I've been pumping gas for a while. He comes out, he's there like maybe 20 seconds, hangs the gas pump back up, and drives off. And why I had to go back in, and I go in, I was like, hey, how much gas did that guy just get? And he's like, 81 cents.
Oh, shit.
So he took the $5 that I gave him, used what I assumed was the change that he had, the 81 cents, and fucking got that gas. And 81 cents isn't, like, you might as well have not stopped at the gas station.
Right.
Like, you've done nothing to benefit you. The time that you idled at the gas station and then turned your car off and then started it again, you just wasted that fuel.
Right.
Like, you completely wasted it.
That sucks.
But that's not going to stop me from doing cool shit for people.
Yeah,
at the same time, like,
I mean, like I said, it's just food shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I love doing like shit like donating money or like fuck shit for. I mean, I don't even want to get into that, like the shit I do. I definitely agree. I mean,
Yeah.
You gotta have something.
I love making people feel good, whether it's through art or giving back through like some of the means that I now have. You know what I mean? Like this shit's it's awesome. There's almost nothing better than making someone else's day better. So,
right.
For sure.
I'm with you.
Sten,
As much as you guys are dicks, it's cool that you're not like all the time dicks. Every once in a while you let off the throttle.
I think Sten and I are both known. I think probably maybe me a little harder in that case, but like people think that we're dicks, and I would say that people that are around us for any period of time would never agree with any of that. But if you don't know us well, and you see like us fucking trolling somebody online or whatever, like, those guys are dicks.
It's the realness. It's the realness that fucks with you people. Like you're honest and you're blunt. And people like
aren't used to
can't
it.
handle that shit.
Yeah, people, and I've actually tried to like dial that back a little bit, just because I had somebody tell me that you can be blunt and not be an asshole, which I agree.
Yeah.
But there's very few times that I can think of that I intentionally like went out of my way to be an asshole while being blunt.
Right.
There were people that took what I said as me being an asshole because it was blunt.
And they're not used to it.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't think people should have a problem with honesty. Like, if you're being honest, but who does that benefit?
Well, nobody. But I mean, the reality is like everyone will bitch. Like, I just want my friends to be honest. I just want them to tell me what's up. And then, like, as soon as you do, like, you're the fucking asshole.
Yeah, no, you fucking
and then,
fuck.
Fuck Sean, he's a dick. Every time, like, he didn't like my...
I think I've fucking eliminated all of those friends that, like, I want your honest opinion, then you give it to them and they lose their mind.
Yeah,
like, those people are all pretty gone in my life. or they're smart enough to not ask me if they don't want a real answer.
That's where it's getting.
You know what I mean?
I think that's where the line's drawn. Like if someone comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, your fucking dog's not cute," like that's fucked up because you didn't ask. Like if you ask, like, "Hey, how do you feel about my dog?"
And the thing is,
not cute,
and I don't have
it's
to ask.
okay.
The main difference is asking.
Yeah,
Right.
like, you can't just go around and be like dropping your opinion on shit.
That's true.
Well, dude, I got into it with this dude online the other day. You know, you see all these posts where these people talk shit about somebody's car.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like a little bit of a different situation because it was like a hood on somebody's car. And I thought he was like talking shit about somebody else's car. And it turns out it's a car he just bought. And it has this ugly, what he thinks is an ugly hood on it. But how it was perceived to me was that he was talking shit about this hood on somebody's car. And I'm like, bro, why do you care? Like, how could you possibly ever give a fuck about the hood on somebody else's car?
Yeah.
It's not like the hood that's on the car that he parks in front of your house all the time and it makes your house look shitty. It's like some random car in a parking lot that you saw one day walking out of Cafe Rio. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because it makes him feel like he's better than I do. It's fucking
but
cut and dry. Like,
but
my
what's
hood's not shitty, your hood's shitty, I'm cooler than you.
But what's weird is like when I see that person, I'm like, you're so shitty for even like that thought should have never even been in your head. Yeah, like you're shitty for wasting that
for trying to make someone else.
I don't know though. Like this whole fucking, I've been seeing this thing the last couple of years on like car forums and groups where people are like, oh, respect all bills, like that shit. Fuck that. Like I don't respect all bills. Like some shit is just not my cup of tea. Now am I gonna go like hunt that dude down at the stoplight and be like your car sucks? No. But that doesn't automatically mean I need to respect his fucking car.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I think that people seem to have, like, it's an on-off switch for them. Like, you either have to like it or you have to hate it. For me, I just don't give a fuck.
Right.
If I see a car I don't like, I just stop looking at it.
Right.
You know, and I gave this dude the example of, you don't ever walk up to somebody on the street and tell them that their shirt is ugly. Like, that's never happened. Mm-hmm. You've never gone up to somebody and be like, your shirt's ugly. Just some random ass dude on the street. But you'll take a picture of their fucking car and you'll post it online and talk all the shit on it you want. Yeah. Because it has like that anonymity. Like you're not gonna worry about that dude coming up and slapping you in the fucking face like a bitch.
I think you do respect all builds and you respect it enough to not put it on the internet. It's like respect all builds. You don't have to promote all builds.
Right. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not out there like shitting on people's cars. No. Like I'm not going out of my way to be like, this.
But you also don't have to suck the owner's dick every time you see it, and that's what I think they think needs to happen a lot.
Exactly.
Which
that's what I'm kind of getting at. Is that I feel like
people to be equal.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just
fucking
everybody gets a trophy shit.
I'm on the other end of that, whereas like it's easier just to not give a fuck about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't care.
But I want my participation trophy.
Me too.
Hard same.
I was gonna put those 20s on my car. Like that's a build. Fuck off.
Swamps.
Trophy.
I got an intake. I got a chip and 20s. Like,
do you have a chip? Oh yeah, you have a European car. You probably do. Yeah. So it actually makes a difference.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but a Euro car makes a difference on American cars.
I'm a car guy, so I bought that car and I was like, what the fuck can I do with this? Intake. Well, that's about the extent of
mods begin.
That's all I could do. Like that's why it stopped there because there's nobody making shit with C classes. So.
That whole not giving a fuck leads into there was a question I saw about books. Stan. Oh yeah, this question said you post a lot of books you have read. Which, P.S. I don't fucking read books. I listen to audiobooks when I work. Just so you know, not that this matters. Yeah, I don't know how to read. I'm illiterate.
Ill.
Yeah, mostly just ill. Said they always look good. I always forget to actually go get them. Can you mention your favorites and why you like them? And no, I don't want to sit here and list off a bunch of books that I like. But on the topic of not giving a fuck about things that don't really matter, there's an amazing book by Mark Manson called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And
life changer.
Yeah, it's
so good.
It's the only book that I constantly recommend to people because I was already well on my way to not caring about most things. Like I learned after a long time that things in my life were having a negative effect on me, and I ultimately didn't care, and they didn't need to affect my life in any way. So I just said, fuck it. But this particular book really pushed that in me. And like, now I care about even less, which some people think is a bad thing. I don't.
No, but
I think the people who think it's a bad thing are the ones that think I should care about their shit, and I don't.
Yeah, another point of that book is that like you focus what you give a fuck about.
Yeah, the book doesn't say like don't care about anything.
Yeah.
The book says to focus your energy on things that fucking matter in your life, and sitting there screaming at your fucking steering wheel because you're sitting in traffic isn't going to help anything. And he kind of says that you only have so many fucks to give in your life, and like you're wasting them on dumb shit, which I would say that varies from person to person, because he kind of points out that if you have like a super mundane, boring life and nothing else is going on, you can spend a bunch of time caring about shit that doesn't fucking matter. Like he gives that example of the lady that's in line freaking out because the dude won't let her use the 20-cent coupon. And it's, to a normal person, not using the 20-cent coupon doesn't matter. But if this lady spends her entire weekend cutting out coupons and then she can't use it, it's a big deal to her.
Yep.
And ultimately it's just a matter of figuring out what fucking matters and what doesn't, and spend all of your energy promoting the things that matter.
Yeah.
And like putting positive energy to that, because
Triple down on what you know.
yeah, that's a Gary V thing.
Triple down on what you're good at.
Yeah, triple down on the things you're good at. Like, I actually had this conversation with Shae kind of briefly. I told him, Shae was he had said that you should try to improve things that you're not good at. And I was like, bro, like, focus all your energy on things you're good at and fuck all the things you're not good at. Assuming that it's not like person skills or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like basic shit that like we all kind of need. But Gary Vaynerchuk, talks about spending all of your energy on things that matter and things that you're good at, because it's way easier to become way better at things that you're good at than it is to fix things that you're shitty at.
See, I think I agree to that. Like, with that, as far as personality traits, or like how you interact with people and shit like that. But like, I don't believe in talent or skill. So if you want to like learn how to do something, like paint or fucking powder coat wheels or something, you might not be good at it right off the bat, but you can work at it and focus on it and get good at it.
Yeah, so like the 10,000 hour concept, or if you just sit there and blaze through something, eventually be good at it. And I totally agree with that.
I feel like pretty much if you're motivated and you have ambition, you can fucking do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like anyone in any given room could be just as good of an artist as me, or, fucking 10 times better.
Right.
Like, just as an example, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's just a matter of investing the time and being like really hungry and really motivated and not giving yourself excuses.
And patient.
Yeah. I can use art as a great example, because, it's what I do and I talk to people about it. But everyone always they come to me and be like, oh, I'd love to be an artist, but all I can draw is stick figures. And it's like, well, what the fuck do you think that I drew? That's where you start.
I was the most savage stick figure drawer in the West.
Yeah. I did flip books and all that shit. Like that thing in a pattern.
Bro, I used to draw flip books all the time in school. I was like
colored outside the lines.
Oh yeah.
I was a fucking school. Yeah, I used to make flip books in class. Like, I would just take paper and cut it up and staple it together and make them and just like do dumb shit.
Yeah.
I was a terrible student though, so like I don't. Sten, do you even want to get into this? For some reason, everybody thinks that we only want to talk about sexual things, and I don't really know where that comes from.
It hasn't even been tonight. Like,
no, but there's questions in the fucking thing.
But it's like, that's a weird direction. I don't know.
I kind of want to answer them to get them out, but I don't.
Books to butt stuff? What the fuck's going on?
It's not butt stuff. This is actually way different. This is actually the only reason that I want to answer this question is because I'm swayed so far in one direction.
Oh, shit.
Go for it. Which one?
It's forced to do a porn. Your option is little person, and they put midget in fucking parentheses. Like, I don't know what a little person is.
Yeah.
You fucking cuck. Or pregnant women. Which do you choose? And the answer is every time, and the next 1,000 times that you ask me, it's going to be pregnant.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Fuck you.
I don't. You'd rather fuck a midget?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God, you are short. No,
I'm not nothing to do with that.
You're just not into pregnant girls?
No.
See that, and so I don't want to get a girl pregnant to fuck her, but I definitely, I've banged out numerous pregnant girls.
I hated it. And it's not like I don't want to come off as a dick. It's not like I think they're so unattractive or anything.
Right.
It's just so weird. Like, you're uncomfortable. Keep in mind, I was young as fuck when I went through this.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm a different person today.
Right.
But still, like, it was weird, man. I fucking hated it.
No, see, like
a safety concern?
Not necessarily. It's not like I got like a fucking 40-inch dick or I'm dumb enough to think that I'm going to do some damage. It was just awkward. It like didn't feel...
Just like as a concept, it's weird, right?
Yeah,
Like you're just like,
yeah.
oh, they're fucking,
Yeah,
there's,
like
there's
this
something
sacred
in there.
thing going on here, and I'm like fucking got my dick out. It's too much, you know. Like I had a hard time with it.
But you're cool with a midget?
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, that's just I'm not, you know.
Midgets creep me out.
Yep, me too.
Nah.
Flat out. Like I I'm not gonna sit here and pull punches. Like midgets creep me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not pulling punches because I'm not.
Pregnancy is
No,
super
I'm
sexy.
not saying
Midgets
that either.
are
I'm just saying like,
super weird to me.
yeah, like pregnant girls are super hot. I don't want to make a
Super
girl
hot.
pregnant. Like I said, I don't want to get a girl pregnant to be able to do that.
Yeah, same. I don't know.
But I will
don't
definitely
understand.
smash one out who is already pregnant.
See, that's weird. Like that's some like weird dominant fucking ego shit going on.
Why?
Because like somebody else has already been there, so you're like, well, you know, there's
Oh,
some psychological shit.
I'm not under the
Yeah,
impression
it's
that girls.
disconnected. It's like super disconnected, and that doesn't matter.
I'm not under the impression that girls that I have sex with have never had sex before.
Yeah.
No. But if they're pregnant, that's a whole nother psychological fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm telling you right now, it'd be way easier for me than like banging out a midget. I'd probably couldn't even get my dick hard.
Same.
Yeah. It's that much of a thing for me. Like,
Really?
I'm not saying that like if I see a little person walking down the street that I go to the
They
other
make
side of the
me-
street. It's not like that for
I'm
me,
almost
but like
to that level. They make me so uncomfortable that if they took their clothes off, I would lose it.
Wow.
yeah, that's actually like that's way further than
I would
me.
lose it.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not that far behind.
I mean, everyone's
Shay's
got their
like-
shit, right?
No, and that's the
I
thing.
mean,
Like
it's
if you're
interesting that we're so fucking opposite with this because you both are like, yeah, and I'm like, well, no, fuck you. Like,
But
I'm not into
wait,
pregnant
are you like?
guys.
But are you like
Surprise me,
into
dude.
midgets though? Do you have
No,
like a thing?
like I don't have any fucking weird fetishes. I'm just not I mean, I don't know of one, offhand,
Right.
but I'm not like ruling it out as
Yeah.
a concept. Like, what the fuck do I care? Like,
Oh, God,
hypothetically, yeah, no problem.
I'd so care. I
But
think
I've
it's because
done the pregnant sex, and it was tough. Like, it
Mm.
was tough.
I think maybe, and this is gonna sound shitty, but that's my thing, I guess. I think because I'm so used to dating like, or hanging out, whatever, with like semi-tall-ish for a girl, like skinny girls, that a midget is like,
The polar opposite.
yeah, it's like you're like
Yeah.
pulling away from the thing that I'm comfortable with, and then you're giving me this option that I'm like really uncomfortable with.
Across the room.
Yeah, because it's not like it's a girl that's 4'11", and she's just not as tall as like the 5'4", 5'6", 5'7" girl that I'd normally be sleeping with. It's a girl that's like 3 feet,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
I mean, the
And just,
more,
like, all
the
around
more, the
formed.
more I picture it, like, all right, I'm getting
Shay's
it
getting
now.
more and more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
he's like,
I'm
pregnant
still
girls aren't so bad.
I'm still standing firm here. No, I'm not wavering on my decision.
Well, that's fine. I'll
But it does get a little bit more,
when you picture it in your head, like for me, when I picture it in my head, I'm like, it's like from a physical standpoint, that just seems fucked up. And I don't know if it's because I'm fat, but like even if I picture like a midget riding me, it fucking creeps me out.
Yeah, because it's like you, but squished, small.
Yeah, it's like
See,
a
but I'm
little.
the same way with like, bigger girls. Like, there's no fucking way I could do that either. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I just imagine, like, I'm not trying to paint any visuals, but like, I'm not the fucking biggest guy. So
No,
me,
you're pretty small.
butt ass
Actually.
naked
You're
with
skinny.
my white ass and some big girl, like,
Yeah.
that shit just doesn't work.
I
Right.
don't like this visual at all.
No, like, it's not a good
Yeah.
look. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
sorry, it's not.
that's it.
Yeah, I think people need to
And I got a
understand
great
that, like,
ass
physical
too. Like,
things.
just so that's clear. My ass,
My ass is stellar. It just doesn't look when there's.
I'll
This
take
doesn't
your
look
word
great
for
when
it.
there's big girls around.
Now it needs the right environment. So,
They accentuate the issue.
yeah. Some things are just not compatible.
Since we jumped,
God,
fucking
I'm gonna fucking seem like such a prick.
balls deep.
Whatever.
No, I'm gonna sound way shittier than you. I promise.
Dude, step it up. So
There's
like, I look
there's
I'm the
no
white
question
knight.
that I'm the shitty person in these conversations ever.
I'm the white knight, Steph.
You're my white knight, Shae.
All women are beautiful. Right?
That's
No,
not
too
real.
much?
That's 0%. I will show you girls that are not beautiful.
Please don't.
I
I'm
guess.
also super
At least
shallow,
those girls
which
don't
is
get those
Yeah.
comments.
Well, and the thing,
And I own that, too.
what's
Be
funny?
upfront about it, yeah.
I
Yeah,
talk
I
about
own it.
I talk about being shallow in such a different way than other people because I'm super shallow and I know that, and I tell people, like, look, I'm shallow, like you're just not my shit, like whatever, no big
Right.
deal.
Move on.
But I'm always weirded out by the people who are like, oh, you only like skinny girls, you're shallow. But there's never, like, nobody's ever gone up to that dude that only likes 400-pound chicks and been like, you're shallow.
Yeah.
That dude does exist.
And yeah, oh no, they exist for sure. Like that's not even a question. But I'm saying like nobody's ever run up to that
They're
dude
never shamed.
and been like, you're shallow.
Yeah.
See, that whole shallow thing really fucking bit me in the ass, though. Like, I mean, I'm recently divorced.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
My ex was pretty attractive.
yeah.
Dumb as fuck, man.
Mhm.
Dumb as fuck. So, like, the older I get, the more I realize, like, Okay, the
There's
shallow
more to
thing,
it than just
yeah,
being
I need
hot.
to step
Yeah.
out of this fucking shallow zone because it didn't work out, you know?
Yeah,
Start
and that's-
there, but look for something
Yeah,
more
like
too.
someone who can read a book and like have shit to tell me and like things I can learn from.
I like that you have to say read a book and has shit to tell me. Like those are two things that didn't happen.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not to say she couldn't read a book.
No, right. I know what you're
But she
saying.
didn't.
But she didn't read a
You know
book,
what
and
I
that's
mean?
the
Like-
difference, right?
Yeah, I'm at a point now where there's so much more to it than just being shallow. Like, obviously I'm shallow. Like, okay, once we get past that,
Yeah.
then it's like,
That's
I got a
like, start there.
checklist. Like,
It's fair to start
what's your
there.
favorite book? Do you have hobbies? Do you do shit on your own? Can you make your own money? You know.
Well, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
People always
It's crazy. Now.
people want to throw out being shallow, but it's like you could, like on like a spiritual level or emotional level, you could be a perfect match for me. But if you're hard to look at, I don't give a fuck about any of that. None of that will ever be important to me.
See?
When you say shallow, it's like I think you spelled knowing what you're attracted to
Yeah.
wrong.
I think it's I need to be able to get a boner around you,
Wait,
and
not
if
all
I
shit's
can't,
like short guys. Like, I have to fucking deal with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just ruled out automatically, no matter.
Know what you want, know what you bring.
Yeah, exactly.
do you think?
Okay.
Do you believe you're ruled out just for being short?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do you think it's like, oh, he's only 5'6",
Oh, fuck
like
yeah.
I can't sleep with him?
Yeah.
But at the same time, anyone who would really go out for that isn't worth your time. So
Well, I mean, it's not like I
lost.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, it's not
I
like
know
you're
for
like,
sure, though. Like, I know
but
for
it's
sure.
not like you're like 5 foot. I mean, like you're still taller than girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's not a bunch of girls that are like towering over you or some shit. Well, not for the most part.
I mean, I don't have like any specific instance where I was, trying to like move in on someone or like, you're too short for me.
Yeah.
But you can tell.
But it's like in your head.
Yeah, like
yeah.
you can tell.
You know it's
like,
there.
I'm like, oh, you're your cute little brother type figure, some shit. Like, it's weird, man. It happens. It's okay. You move on.
I don't ever want somebody to say that.
I
That's
gotta
like
use ladders like all the time when
that's
chaining.
worse than the friend zone. You're like a little brother to me.
No one's actually ever said that.
Good. Don't let him ever say that to you. Well, I guess you have a
Kick 'em in the
girlfriend now.
shin, you know?
Kick him in the shin and run away.
Yeah.
Scamper away.
Bitch. Well, you're fat. Leave some fucking things on your sarahah.
I'm gonna say negative comments on your sarahah. Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
I
never
should
really,
say
being
that-
short never really fucking bothered.
Yeah.
Like,
The Sarah comments could be better. I think a lot of these should just be like ignored.
Yeah.
And whoever wrote these, do fucking better next week.
What about your girlfriends?
I mean, that's one of them.
She just did that to fuck with me, I
Yeah.
think.
how do you know? Is she like?
She said,
It says
well,
her name. That one she
yeah, unless
made-
it was somebody else telling me to
Not
brainstorm out loud a list of 100 things you like about her name. Write down the list, alphabetize the list, laminate the list, and mail the list to her name.
She's fucking funny though. That's
Yeah, no,
what I
she's
love
like
about her.
super awesome. I think every once in a while I get the idea that she thinks I don't like her. And I feel bad because I like give her shit a lot.
I think that's when she's hungry. Honestly, like when she's hungry, she doesn't like you.
No.
So you gotta just.
No, she
Like,
thinks
she
that
doesn't
I.
like Sean when
No.
she's hungry?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm just joking.
Oh, I was gonna
obviously.
say.
There was a day.
There was
that
one
Sean
day.
was like being an extra asshole because she was hungry and taking
Yeah.
it super hard. She was being
Yeah.
really sensitive. And it
No,
was-
but I think that
that was the only.
I think that she every once in a while gets the impression that I don't like her or like I could like her more.
Hmm.
And I'm always like, no, if Stin's happy with you, I'm happy. Like that's like pretty much like that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like you're making my best friend happy. Like cool.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like I don't have any expectations. I'm never picking her up when she's drunk again.
Everyone needs a best friend like Sean.
I'm never doing that again. That was a one-time thing,
Fuck, that
and
was
it was hilarious and terrifying.
so funny and then
all
ended
at the
so
same time.
poorly.
It was the best plan I've ever had,
Sean
And
girls are terrible.
and it fell apart within 5 minutes.
I knew it was bad, but I wanted it to work as well as you wanted it to.
It almost worked. Should we even tell that story? You think?
Mm,
Probably not.
I don't want to tell.
Sounds
There's
illegal.
definitely details in it that I don't want to. Like when she thought that I was gonna get grabby with her, and I'm just like,
my best friend was gonna seduce my girlfriend.
yeah. And then she
But
expected
they
you to.
low-key fucking hate each other.
But she wanted you to fucking pop out of the back and save her or some shit. And I'm just like, what?
Man.
What the fuck? What's going on?
All right, so, fuck. All right, I guess we can get into this sort of.
Where to begin?
I don't even know why she hit me up. Like we talk like we exchange like memes on the internet is pretty
Yeah.
much the extent of our
Yeah.
conversation through Facebook. But she hit me up and I think maybe she hit me up because you guys were fighting. I think that's probably what it was. And she knows that I talked to you.
Yeah.
And it ended up she was super drunk, and she was like stuck at her parents' house. Yeah, I guess yeah. So she was stuck out at her parents' house, and she wanted to go back to her house, but she didn't have a car there. Oh, that's right, because she took Uber. I remember. Okay, yeah, I'm remembering all this now.
What the fuck? Yeah, she Ubered away from me.
Yeah, Sten went to get beverages at 7-Eleven, and she fucking bounced. She was drunk, though, to be fair.
Looking back on that, it's funny.
Yeah, like, it's funny now. But she ended up, she was at her parents', and she said something about she just wanted to go home. And I was like, well, like, do you need a ride home? Like, I can take you home, you know, like, I didn't know the situation at all. I didn't really know much of what was going on other than what Sten had told me. And Sten was with me.
And you guys still weren't, like, real, like, friends.
No, I think we had met one time at Topgolf.
Yeah.
That's the only time that we had ever met was at Topgolf. And I ended up just taking, I told her, I was like, yeah, I can come get you and take you home. Like, whatever, not a big deal.
I was with you and she didn't know that.
Right, and Sten was with me. We were getting Popeyes because we're idiots. And I drove up and I was like, hey, Sten, I think you should just sit in the back because I'm in a minivan.
Not even high, just sit in the back.
And I'm in the minivan because, you know, that's what I used to pull hella pussy, show off all my money is that van. So
all the money.
Sten was in the very back, and there's no seats in the center. So I mean, like, if you look to the back seat, like, there's clearly a person sitting back there. Like, there's no masking it. But it was dark, and I was like, she's drunk. We'll fucking risk it. Well, my dog is in the back too because he just likes to ride out, whatever. And
we barely fucking leave her driveway. And
yeah,
she looks back at Bentley and then looks up a little bit more and fucking sees me.
We were like, bro, we were out on the main road.
No.
Yeah, we had gone over the speed bumps that she warned me about 20 times before we got to them.
Yeah.
So we were out on the main road, and she's like, is Sten back there? And I say yes. And she, like, I think was mad at first, but didn't know why she was mad. I think is what happened. Is like, her reaction was she was pissed. But then, like, 10 seconds later, she's like, I don't know why I'm mad.
Yeah, that's her whole life, dude.
But then she ended up, she made, like, a phone call to, that's right, her stepdad took a picture of my license plate.
Well, because she had told him.
Because she told him that she didn't know me at all. And I was just, like, some random guy. Which I guess...
At that point, you kind of were.
Technically, I was. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm her... I guess you guys weren't official... like boyfriend, girlfriend things at that point. You weren't Facebook official, bro, and that's where it counts.
He was just some dude, basically.
Yeah, and so like I'm random dude's best friend, picking her up at night.
God.
And so this dude, he legitimately takes a picture of my license plate, and I don't care. Like I was being super nice to him. I like called him sir. Like if you
Wait, like out in front, like right in the open, like
in the
you
driveway.
watched him.
Oh no, he's like, hey, hold on, and he like walked to the back of my van and took a picture, and which I'm fine with. Like I was literally taking her home. I didn't give a shit at all. Like
But he
you
could have on the slide.
He could have ridden with me. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Right.
Well, turns out I might have. But he ends up. He does that, and I was super nice. Like if you ever catch me around parents or like adult figures, for the most part, like I'm a sir, ma'am type of guy. Like I'm nice.
Yeah.
Unless you're a dick to me, and then I'm like a 7-year-old calling you a fucking cunt. You know what I mean? Like I don't care at all. But everything's good. Like we leave. She ends up realizing Sten's in the back, and Sten.
Hold on. Where did she think he was this whole time?
She didn't know.
So she bailed.
Just assuming I was home.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I think at one point she actually thought you stayed at her house waiting for her to come back for hours on end.
Okay. So you were nowhere near.
Yeah. She had no concept of where he should have been.
Okay.
So he's in the back, and she like says, she's like, "Is Sten in the back?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she gets mad for a couple seconds. And then she makes some comment. I think, is that when she made the rapey comment?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I thought you were gonna like.
She's like, oh, thank God, I thought you were gonna.
She's like, I thought you were, and she did this. I wish this was on video so I could do these fucking hand motions. But she did this like weird. It looked like a monkey going through like some sort of spasm or something. She was like, literally, that's exactly what she did.
Yeah.
And she's like, I thought you were gonna get all like rapey with me or something. And I'm like. First of all, if you thought I was going to get rapey with you, don't ask me for a fucking ride. So
why'd you get in the car?
Right.
And so then she realizes that she left her alcohol, which she did not need more of. at all. Like, did not need more of. She realized that she left it, and she wanted to go get it at her parents' house. And I was like, okay. So I start making the adjustments, like turn and go back.
U-turn.
And she starts saying, no, don't go back. And I'm like, okay, well, like we've already like gotten off the freeway to go back now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we can just go back. We're 6 minutes away or whatever. Like, we'll be fine. And she's going back and forth, I think, the whole time. She ends up calling her stepdad and saying that we're coming back.
Yeah.
But in that conversation also says, oh, yeah, it turns out I'm actually getting raped by 6 black guys, and they said that it'd be better if I had more alcohol in me. And she's saying that to her stepdad, who already, like, apparently doesn't trust me because he's taking pictures of my license plate.
Already on edge about the whole
You're driving
situation.
a fucking van, man. Like, this is
Dark van.
This is
Yeah,
a problem.
Dark windows. Yep, is a recipe for fucking disaster.
And I'm like, no, don't. What do you? And I think it's on speakerphone at that point. And I'm like, no, like, don't. What are you saying? Like, it's literally me and Sten. And I was like, I think you've met Sten. You like him. You know, like trying to like clear this up before it even becomes a thing.
Whoa.
And they end up getting into some sort of like verbal disagreement on the phone, I think. Yeah. And then by the time we get back, both of her parents are incredibly pissed off.
At her, not at you.
No. Her stepdad wants to fight me for the most part. Yeah. And I think had they known Sten was there, would also want to fight them.
They was kind of like still confused.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I think the whole time, like, they might have been drinking or something. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like like a super. I don't think they still want to fight everybody, but
I mean, there wasn't 6 of you, so like.
No, and super white and.
Drunk Tristan should have just left the jokes to us.
Right. Yeah, and it was just like, and so like we get there. And I'm like, I need to go clear all this up. Like, this is like a thing. Like, I don't want it to be fucking weird. You know, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know these people. I've seen the dad for 10 seconds. In that 10 seconds, he took a picture of my license plate. Yeah, that's my experience. And he, like, I think kind of came out and got mad. Remember, because he was on the other side of the window, and he's like, you're bullying my daughter. And I was like, wait, what?
I think he was mostly just confused.
Yeah, I think he didn't understand, like, how all of a sudden Sten was there now.
Yeah.
And he had met Sten, you know, so like now none of this made any sense. And it was just like, it was weird just because like he made the comment about like bullying Tristan or your girlfriend, whatever. I said her name. I'll beep it. But he said that, and I was like, no, I only said nice things to her. Like, I don't know. I just said if you wanted to get your bottle, you should probably get it and we'll go because. It wasn't a comfortable environment to be in at all, and I just wanted to leave. And all I had really been trying to do from the very beginning was go pick her up, get her instead to start talking again so they were stopped being stupid and fighting about dumb shit, which is exactly what they were fighting about. Yep. And like that's always been my thing, like trying to make Sten not be in a relationship with problems. I'm always trying to like fix shit.
That's true.
Got beat up for being a mediator.
But yeah, like, and then like it worked out. Like we ended up, I think we came back to the shop because your car was at the shop and then you left. But
yeah, it turned out.
Yeah, like everything turned out fine, but there was definitely like a 20-minute period that I was like, dude, I think this guy's gonna fight me.
On edge.
Like I don't, and literally all I'm doing is helping somebody out. Like I didn't want anything from her. Yeah. She could have fucking asked out in the seat on the way home, and I would have just, I didn't know where she lives, so that would have been hard. But I would have just been like, hey, like, I need to know where you live. Like, I can take you back.
Yeah.
So.
Is this like 3 o'clock in the morning? What time was it?
It wasn't super late.
No, that was actually, I don't even think it was midnight at that point.
Yeah, not even.
Because, like, shit, there was still, like, stuff open and around, you know, like on a Saturday.
It sounds like shit got crazy enough that it was late. And there'd been a lot of drinking all around.
I think that I think the drinking had started early, maybe, and that was the problem. Yeah, like it just like.
Day drinking is to blame for this fucking fuckery.
But that's what happens when you're nice. So make sure you go be nice to people and see if you can get beat up by their stepdad.
So does he still want to fight you to this day?
No, I think like last I heard he like felt bad about the whole thing or something. Mm-hmm. Like
he was just kind of like he didn't understand.
I think the biggest thing is like. My idea of like throwing Sten in the back and nobody knowing caused more problems than anything.
Yeah.
When ultimately it was just supposed to help, Plus, he likes sitting in the back with Bentley. So
Just an added bonus.
yeah. Well, we're like way too far into this now.
Right?
How many minutes is this? Oh my God, it's the longest one yet by 1 minute.
Nice.
So I guess we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
You want to go? I guess your SRILART is your Instagram. That's the best way of finding shit. Your stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's just SRILART.com. I'll put a link in the description so you can go see all the stuff. And you can
shop.
contact him and don't ask him to do work for you for free because he's better than that.
You can send him free shit.
You can send him free shit, and he probably won't post it on Instagram, but he might use it.
Maybe.
Probably throw it away.
And
And
then
laugh.
and then he'll probably tell you that you should buy a painting and charge you a lot.
Okay, I mean, yeah,
Fair
definitely.
price.
Yeah, I'm charging fair.
Yeah, when I say a lot, I mean like it's worth it. I'm not saying like I'm just saying don't ask him to make you something for $80, you dicks.
That's yeah.
That happens, huh?
People's idea of what.
Bro, that
is
painting that
so-
you gave the air conditioner
Yeah.
technician
Yeah.
is going to be priceless one day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was like one of the ones that I destroyed. So you know.
Had you already destroyed it?
Yeah.
still a first edition.
Yeah,
And he
like,
took
shit
it?
all over it. He loved it.
That's cool though. He probably like saw some artistic thing in it.
Yeah.
That's
Good on
fun.
that guy.
My point is don't ask him to make you something for $7. Stop being shitty.
Yeah.
He makes cool stuff.
I mean, it's what I do for a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's literally his job.
It's his living.
He's not going to come to you and ask you to work for fucking 6% of what you normally work for.
Yeah. 6%.
Or whatever. I didn't do the math on that at all. So
It's
like,
bad though. It's happening. So.
oh no, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sten, is there anything else you want to say?
No, man. Good.
Good. Sick of hearing your voice anyway.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway,
Let my dick breathe.
more better questions on SRILART.
Yeah,
and-
step it up.
Oh, and everything's going to be going on SoundCloud.
Don't say more better.
Yeah,
If your
I do that on
question
purpose so that
didn't
I
get
sound stupid. To some
Answered
people.
from SRILART because it fucking sucked. So do better.
Yeah, I mean, there were some questions on SRILART that like I just didn't feel like answering. Whoever said
Oh,
that
it's just
I'm
fake.
crazy attractive, thanks. I guess I don't know what you want.
That was
Like-
me.
That's not even real.
You're anonymous. Is it really you, Shae?
No, I didn't.
I hope it was you, and I appreciate your
I
kind
don't
words
take
right
that,
now.
though. I mean,
No, but there's
this one's a wordsmith.
there's some stuff. The Game of Thrones reference obviously was for Stan, and I know that it was Abe.
Yeah, that one's Abe for sure.
Like it's not even a question. I don't even know for sure, but like in my head, I know for sure.
Yeah, but Abe sucks.
Yeah, and there's actually a couple other questions that we'll get to. I'll use them next time because we're gonna do this, I assume, fairly quickly again because you guys are weird and like listening to it for some reason. Anyway, have a good night. Stay white or black or whatever color you are. I don't care at this point.